EtSEO news. How is the EtSEO SEO thing? There's some new copyright takedowns potentially happening, a new top EtSEO shop on the block, and more. Let us dig into it. So, first of all, as I said, new EtSEO top shop. Of all the shops that opened in 2025, this one has shot into the lead, so we will be deep diving this towards the end of the week. NC Design Arts. This is 19 days old with nearly 1,500 listings. Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to be an issue one. So if you don't want your blood pressure to rise, or if this is your shop, please listen, because you have potential to do really good, but I'm a very big bit concerned. That's terrible English. And when I say top shop, you know what I mean. It's a top shop in 2025. I haven't been talking about the top shops overall on EtSEO. We used to look at this. It's a bit of fun. So Caitlin Minimalist is still number one with nearly 3.3 million sales on EtSEO. Beatboat has overtaken Planner Kate with over 2 million, but Planner Kate got over 2 million sales. And Mod Party is very nearly up at the 2 million. So these are the four have overtaken what used to be the powerhouse on EtSEO of Bohemian Findings. Yeah, so it's always interesting to look at these. These are not shops we should copy. It's just to know there are some sales out there. Although, if we have a look at these, Caitlin Minimalist is definitely dropping from last year, her number of sales. Beadboat looks down a bit. If we look at this sales trend graph that's here, Planner Kate seems to be doing okay, but even Mod Party's dropping a bit. So I think even the big guys are struggling. We will find out with the EtSEO Q4 report, which is the big one that should be coming out very soon. EtSEO the event EtSEO did. It was nice that it was a live critique of listings and they were giving lots of advice and things, but I used to you'd submit your listings and the team would sit there for a few hours and critique lots and lots of listings. This time they critiqued, it was 4 or 5. I'm going to talk about all of this more because they said some interesting things, but I'll talk about this when the replay comes up on YouTube so I can show you the bits that they were actually talking about. There was also a Q&A during it and people were dropping in hundreds and hundreds of questions, and at the end they answered 2 of the questions. So if you would like me to answer the questions that EtSEO wouldn't, again, I did this last time, let me know. There were some really cool questions. I kept a note of as many as I could, so we've got a lot here. Tax issues. This is for Americans. I'm seeing a lot in the forums and everything. 1099 or 1099K or however you say it. I'm not an American. You say numbers differently than it is. People are saying it's not downloadable. People are pointing out that the names don't match up. There's been lots of issues with them. Yeah, hopefully it all sorts out, because I know sorting out your taxes is a nightmare. I just did mine a couple of weeks ago. We have to do them by the end of January. So I got mine done here in the UK. Okay, so for everybody who uses calculated shipping, I know this is definitely US and Canada. I don't know where else has it. But this is important because you've got about a month to deal with this. So EtSEO is saying, starting the 3rd of March 2025, we're removing the option to charge handling and package fees. If you use calculated shipping, you won't be able to add these fees as part of your shipping price. To account for these costs, consider moving them into your listing prices while keeping the total price the same. This keeps the profit you make on your items the same while helping meet buyer expectations. These charges only apply to sellers using calculated shipping. So what that is, if you don't realize or you hadn't seen it before, if you're using calculated shipping, it calculates how much your shipping cost would be. But obviously people wanted to add in handling and packing fees. We call it post and packing in the UK, P&Ps, because yeah, you're packaging costs money and driving it to the post office costs money. So EtSEO is now wanting you to roll that into your listing price. Here's the thing you've got to watch out for. Your handling and package fees will be removed automatically, so you won't need to remove them yourself. So make sure you check on this, because this could mean that your listing price will be going down if you don't remember to roll them. Increase the price of your listings to cover this if this is an expense that you've taken into account, that you've put in your calculated shipping. And for anyone who's not seen it, here it is. If you have the calculated shipping, you have the option to charge shipping, free shipping, and there's an optional handling fee where you could say, just roll, no matter how much the shipping charges, roll this extra onto it to cover the packaging and me going to the store. I don't know why domestic and international would, I suppose maybe you might package it more firmly if it was going international. I don't know if you're in the US or Canada, it's such big countries that they need to be packaged just as well. You're probably easier going from the West Coast to the UK than you are to the East Coast of America or something. Anyway, but you've got this. So if you had this added, roll it a little bit into the price of your listing just to cover it, because EtSEO's automatically going to take it away from you. Jan told me this one. She's seen it in Reddit. It looks like Velcro are doing a sweep of EtSEO listings. This is one that catches people out a lot. Velcro is a trademark term and it's strictly enforced. So if you have fasteners on any of your items, Velcro doesn't want you to say Velcro fasteners. They want you to say hook and eye fasteners. So be careful. This is the thing. Lots of people say, of course I can use these terms. Of course it's not a problem. Look how many other listings. But these big companies often do sweeps. So you'll see everything's fine for a little while and then suddenly things get taken down. So it looks like a Velcro's doing a sweep. So just check. There's lots of terms like onesie, Velcro. These things are brand names rather than a description for an item. There's a new article that I will be going through very shortly because there's some interesting nuggets in it, but it's well worth looking into it. This is the anatomy of a well-crafted EtSEO listing. What a terrible title. It doesn't make you want to list it, doesn't make you want to read it. However, they're going into all the features in your listing, and there's some nuggets there talking about these things impact your ranking, these things impact what customers think. So it's actually a very good SEO, growing your business type article, but wow, for a boring title, in my opinion. Well worth checking out. And if you haven't, subscribed to me so that I can go through this with you if you're interested. But that's it for this week. And if I've missed anything, let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time.